Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Alethea Bruzek. She's Family and Consumer Sciences Agent in Boyle County. Alethea, today you are going to talk to us about preparing for a natural disaster. But first, can you talk to us about an emergency kit? Because I know that's something we should all have.
Of course, whenever it comes to preparing for a natural disaster, it is so important to plan ahead and be ready. So, one of the ways that you can plan ahead and be ready is by making an emergency kit. And so, that kit is basically your survival kit to get you and your family through the next couple of days if there were some type of natural disaster to occur. So, some things that you may want to have in your emergency kit include, of course, your basic essentials, your food, your water, having, things that will help you to be able to prepare food, like a manual can opener. That's something we don't always think about having in our emergency kit. But if you've got a bunch of canned goods and they don't have that pop top lid, you're definitely going to need to have your manual can opener. Also, having matches and a first aid kit and a flashlight, of course, lots of extra batteries and things like that to power all of our aids. Definitely having some unscented bleach. That's very helpful, especially if you need to sanitize your drinking water. But hopefully, you've packed water in your kit all ready to go. Hand sanitizer, disinfecting wipes, those are great things to have in your kit as well, along with plastic Ziploc bags and things like that.
Now, some of these items may have expiration dates. So, how often would you recommend for us to update these kits?
Always check your emergency kit every 6 months. Of course, some things have longer shelf life than others. One recommendation that we received was dehydrated camping meals, and anything that's vacuum sealed, they tend to last a bit longer. And don't forget to add, if you have pets in your home, don't forget to add their food and an allotment of water for them as well.
Now, we have experienced power outages across the state, and that is something that we face during natural disasters. Alethea, how long can food in the fridge and freezer be considered safe during a power outage?
Food can be kept safe in the refrigerator for 4 hours during a power outage. Of course, the key is making sure that you keep the refrigerator closed so you're keeping all of that good cold air on the inside to keep your food safe. And then for your freezer, you can keep your food for 48 hours in a full freezer, of course. Keeping the door closed, and for 24 hours if your freezer is half full. So the key is keeping the fridge and freezer closed, 4 hours for the fridge, 48 hours for a full freezer, and 24 hours for a half full freezer.
Could you go over with us the difference between weather advisory, watches, and warnings? Because I know there's a little bit of confusion between those weather advisories.
So your weather advisory, it just lets you know that there are non-life threatening hazards expected nearby. So there's a potential for something to occur. A weather watch means that, such as a tornado watch, for example, that means that all of the components in the weather are there to potentially have a tornado. So you need to be weather aware. And if you hear a weather warning, such as or a tornado warning, you need to actually, the hazard is already occurring. So you need to, in the event of a tornado, go ahead and take shelter and have your emergency kit all ready to go.
If you would like more information on being weather aware or preparing for a natural disaster, be sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.